These are really simple, but we're going to go over just the hook and the uppercut and give you a couple drills for that. So if I just do the hook at the camera, first of all, you want to have a good stance. So go ahead, brother. Can you face that way? So he's got what we call a three-point cover. That means his chin is down, his elbow covers his rib cage, and his hand is on his jaw. And this hand is in the same location. See, top row of teeth. So if I just hit him, see, if I aim at the ribs, it's covered. If I aim at the head, it's covered, even without moving. So this front hand can be like one hang loose sign from your shoulder. I think we covered that already. Or it could be a tight, like pillar cover that we're going to use in like an upcoming video also. Okay, so from here, if he throws the hook, what he wants to do, if we're just isolating the hook, is he's going to do a little setup and shift his weight to the left so that when he throws the left, it just goes right from his face to the target. Just go ahead, bang. And notice, it's like his arm is on a counter, so just go ahead and do one and then pause. Yep. So notice he pivoted the front leg about 45 degrees, and this arm is as if he's resting on a counter. And you can go palm down, or you can go thumb up. They're both good, and I've heard countless personal preferences from both. Pretty much every boxing coach you have on that will have like different answers, different ideas. Yeah, so they do have a little, I wouldn't say advantages, but different effects. Like if you go here palm down, I can bring my hand lower than my elbow. So some people say
better for close range maybe or something?
Sometimes, yeah. And then if you hit the chin goes this way and the top of the head goes the other way because you're torquing it down this way. That's what I've been told. I think if you hit a guy hard enough on the button,
it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt no matter what. And then the vertical fist, I like that. Sometimes you can do it more as a raking fist, like you can hit behind the jawline a little bit with it. And the other thing, especially for the street, this is a little safer for your hand and your wrist. Sometimes when you're new at boxing and you hit this way, people will fold their wrist over and it hurts. So if you go thumb up, because it's in line with the bones, it's not going to twist up or down that way, so it's a little safer. When you hook to the body, you always do it that way. Like I'm not even that chubby, but Eric would not want to hit this way to my body and roll his fist on the stomach, especially again, barehanded. So that's pretty much your basics on the hook. Set it up, turn, and remember to set it on the countertop here. We mention that because you'll watch people hook. One, the hand will go away from the face because they didn't move the body. And then when they hit, what will happen?
Yeah, underneath the table.
Yep, elbow will be down. So that just means only my upper arm is doing the hook. And look, if I collide with something, my hand's going to go backwards this way because it's not reinforced by the bone structure like this. You want the whole body behind your hook that way. Okay, so there's a couple drills we could do just to get the mechanics of the hook before we start hitting each other. Okay, so all we're going to do is kind of go to this inside position here, and now I'm going to hook a little bit, and he's going to hook a little bit. That's it. And we just create this like little spring. Yeah. And what this teaches you to do is put your hips into the motion because we can really feel each other's body weight. So we go on this side.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So we go 1, 2. That's it. So we're just kind of timing each other, or we're both trying to get to that position and just put the feel into it. A lot of boxing is like fast twitch muscle fibers also. So those are like your things that do the activation of your motion, right? What starts the motion are those fast twitch fibers. So that's what we're keying in on here, is just that intent on that movement. So then if we throw a hook at each other, if we do a hook exchange, all we're going to do is a high cover. So we're going to grab the back of our head so that, can you turn this way?
This?
Yep.
Does that see it?
Yep.
Sure.
You're just going to grab the back of your head. Yeah. So what he's trying to do is make this space in here smaller. So if I have a bare knuckle on, it will not go through that area. We could do a pillar guard in Western boxing like this, but if we're on the street, see, this can slip through. Also, let it stay there. If I kick, see, my foot can get through there as well. So in MMA terms or street training, we prefer the high cover, but you want to have an understanding of the pillar cover too. So with gloves on, we can do both. So we're just going to go back and forth, and we're just going to do a lead hook for now, but we can do lead and rear, and we can go to the body as well. So if we just go head hooks, we'll just go 1 for 1. He feeds a hook, so I might high cover. Notice I brace for it, but I'm not letting him turn me. And now I do the same for him. We're just going to go back and forth. Hook, for a hook. Okay, and I'm doing the high cover, he did a couple pillar. We got gloves on, I can do the pillar as well. Okay. I could also bend hook.
Sure.
I could go into the hook as well to kind of smother it because the home run sweet spot is right where it arrives. But if you cut it off early, that's good. If you cut it off after, that's also good because the power dissipates a little bit. So both of those are great. Okay. If we go to the body, go ahead, Rick. All we're going to do is the pillar cover. So he's just going to keep his elbow down. Sometimes we just call this a side cover. But that's it. That's it. We're just going back and forth. And you can hear a little bit of percussion. We can put a little bit of heat on it. But we're not trying to kill each other or anything. We're just getting reps in on the hook, trying to get that form and getting a little bit of the body feel. You don't have to be a tough guy. You just got to drill. That's
For sure,
it.
100%.
Okay? So that's the hook. We're going to go on to the uppercut, and then we'll put this together in a mid drill. So we'll just do it right now. So the uppercut, the way you're going to do the uppercut is same thing. We set up the hook by tilting. The uppercut, we're going to sit and tilt to the rear leg. And now we're going to take the rear hand and just drive straight up this way. Okay? So if you look at the 3-point cover again, you want the chin down, hand is on the jaw, shoulder covers the jaw, and his uppercut, you might not be able to see it on this camera angle, is diagonal. So if I do it from the side, when I go here, see it's angulated like this. That is because most of the time when he hit with a hook, when he fires the uppercut, if he crouches his body and sets it up for the diagonal line, yeah, look, see there's no gap. His hand does not have to leave his face. Do it one more time, that was great. Perfect. Boom, right? Now make it perfectly vertical. Look what happens. See, we think the uppercut is like the movies like this, and what happens is there's a big gap. See, throw it straight vertical, see? That's the easiest punch to counter. So most of the time, it's going to be diagonal. So we'll do it correctly again. Hook, and then diagonal. That's it. And so now I can pillar in front as well. Okay? When would it be vertical? Anybody in the audience?
Close.
Exactly. Close quarter. It's going to be vertical.
Sorry, I forgot there was nobody in the audience.
Dang. So sometimes we call that bump range, or like think about, we've been talking Wing Chun and clinch. If I'm here, now it can come vertical, and that's a great vertical shot. But you're not going to train the bag vertically. You don't want to be like Captain Kirk and try to swing the thing.
It actually makes it a lot weaker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, he puts it on his rib cage, and the foot drives the arm. So now what we can do is I'm going to feed him the hook followed by the uppercut. And I'm still going to set up the hook with a little lean. Now, why do we do that? Is because...
Getting outside the right hand?
Outside the right hand, exactly. But also, say he throws a right hand. Boom, I'm outside the right hand. Hook to the head, hook to the body, whatever one you want, right? But also, if I throw my own right hand, boom, I'm in the same position. So now, my hook is already loaded. So it looks a little goofy when you drill it, where you make a little adjustment. That you do that so your hand doesn't leave your face. Yeah. But also those two positions. Oh, I'm outside the right hand, and I hit. I delivered my own right hand, and see now, that's the same position. Now I can fire from there, okay? Same with the uppercut. Hook, now I'm leaning over the rear leg, so the uppercut is gonna be easy. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, hook, uppercut. Then he goes, hook, uppercut, hook, uppercut. So I'm using a high cover, go ahead. High cover, and a pillar cover in front this way. When I do the pillar cover, I touch my gloves to my eyebrows. I bring my elbows in, but I can still see through this gap here. Okay, so I want to go hook, uppercut. And he goes, hook, uppercut. That's it. Hook, uppercut. We can move around, all kinds of stuff. Hook, uppercut. That's it. Hook, uppercut. That's it. And again, we're not killing each other, but there's a little substance on it. Okay? Hook, uppercut. That's it. And we're just working those two covers. High cover, pillar cover in front, pillar cover on the side.
Sure. And
then you could even add a little more freedom to this drill. We could have just done, all right, man, we're going to always do the uppercut constant, but maybe we're going to hook to the body or the head, and you don't know which one is coming. And you could just do just the body if you want to do that too, but you can get a lot of variety with just a little bit of change up there. All right, we're going to bring you guys a mid drill using this stuff in just a few, but thanks for watching.
Awesome.